Last year, a man in his late 60s gasps for air, clutching his chest as the world around him blurs. In less than 3 minutes, his life will end. Not from an accident, not from old age, but from arteries so clogged with plaque that blood can't reach his heart. Here's the horrifying part. He never felt it coming. No warning, no pain, no second chance. This isn't fiction. It's the silent reality for millions of seniors every year. Blocked arteries kill more people over 60 than any disease on earth, and most of them never know it's happening until the moment everything goes black. And while families mourn and doctors shake their heads, the trillion-dollar beverage industry keeps smiling. They sell you healthy juices and teas, high-profit exports dressed up with labels that scream heart-friendly. Behind the curtain, they know the truth. These drinks are loaded with sugar, chemicals, and preservatives that inflame your arteries and speed up the very disease that kills you in silence. But there's another side to this story. Just as some drinks silently kill, others have been proven to heal, to open arteries, calm inflammation, and give seniors a chance to fight back. That's why in this video, I'm revealing the 8 powerful drinks that can help seniors say goodbye to blocked arteries. And when we get to number 4, you'll hear about a drink so shocking, so effective, that researchers couldn't believe it reversed arterial damage. Results the big companies don't want you to know. Every reference and study I mentioned today is linked in the description. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from? And do you believe clogged arteries are just part of aging? Or can they really be reversed? Tell me in the comments. We read every single one like a personal letter, and your story could inspire another senior right now. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with number 8 in our countdown. And it might surprise you how something so ordinary can have such extraordinary effects on your arteries. Number 8. Aloe vera juice. Most people know aloe vera as the gel you rub on sunburns, but very few realize that aloe vera juice can be just as healing inside the body as it is on the skin. When it comes to arteries, aloe vera has a unique power. It reduces inflammation and balances cholesterol. Inflammation is one of the biggest reasons plaque builds up in artery walls. Think of it like tiny scratches inside a pipe. Those rough spots give cholesterol and calcium a place to stick, slowly narrowing the passageway. Aloe vera helps smooth those scratches, making it harder for plaque to take hold. A clinical study published in Angiology followed patients who consumed aloe vera juice daily. After just 3 months, participants showed a 15% reduction in LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries, and a 10% increase in HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that helps sweep plaque away. For seniors, that's a powerful shift, because cholesterol balance is one of the simplest predictors of heart attack risk. Ruth, 70, once joked that her medicine cabinet looked like a pharmacy, but after adding aloe vera juice into her morning routine, her cholesterol panel improved so much her doctor was shocked enough to ask what she had changed. She smiled and said, "I just started drinking what I used to put on sunburns." What makes aloe vera juice especially valuable for seniors is how gentle it is. It's hydrating, soothing to the digestive tract, and supports liver function, which plays a major role in clearing fats from the bloodstream. By reducing inflammation and helping the body process cholesterol better, aloe vera juice gives arteries the break they need to recover. And if aloe vera juice can smooth out the rough edges in your arteries, the next drink goes even further. It doesn't just prevent plaque from sticking, it actively works to shrink it down. Number 7. Fermented beet kvass. Beet juice is already powerful, but when it's fermented into beet kvass, its benefits for artery health multiply. Fermentation enhances the nitrates and creates probiotics, which means this drink not only opens blood vessels, but also supports the gut microbiome, a system that directly influences inflammation and cholesterol metabolism. Seniors with poor gut health often have higher systemic inflammation, which speeds up artery damage. Kvass works on both fronts, opening arteries and calming inflammation. The science is compelling. A 2019 trial in nutrition research found that participants who drank fermented beet juice showed a 27% improvement in arterial flexibility and reduced markers of inflammation within just 6 weeks. Flexible arteries mean better circulation and less strain on the heart. For people over 60, that translates to more energy and fewer dangerous spikes in blood pressure. In a small kitchen in Ohio, two sisters in their 70s laugh as they pour bright red beet gas into mismatched glasses. They started making it after their doctor suggested trying natural ways to lower blood pressure. What surprised them wasn't just the numbers on their next checkup, but the way they felt lighter, clearer, more alive, as if their blood was finally moving the way it was meant to. That's the hidden power of fermented drinks. They don't just improve blood flow, they nurture the gut-heart connection that modern medicine is only now beginning to appreciate. With every sip, beet gas quietly lowers inflammation, reduces stiffness, and helps arteries stay open instead of clogged. And if fermented beet gas can restore flexibility to aging arteries, the next drink goes even deeper, targeting the very oxidative stress that makes plaque so stubborn to remove. Number 6. Turmeric ginger tea. When you combine turmeric and ginger into a warm tea, you get one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory drinks on earth. And for seniors over 60, that matters more than ever. Inflammation is like the fuel that feeds arterial plaque. When arteries are inflamed, cholesterol and calcium cling to the irritated walls, forming blockages that narrow blood flow. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound proven to directly reduce arterial inflammation, while ginger improves circulation and thins the blood naturally, lowering clot risk. Together, they create a drink that doesn't just soothe, it actively protects arteries from damage. One chilly evening, Henry, 74, sat by the fireplace with his granddaughter, sipping the bright golden tea she had made for him. He never thought much about herbal remedies, but after months of dealing with nagging chest pressure, he decided to give it a try. Weeks later, during his routine checkup, his doctor noticed a remarkable improvement in his blood pressure readings. Henry smiled and admitted the only thing he'd change was a nightly mug of turmeric ginger tea. The beauty of this tea is its simplicity. Unlike medications that often bring side effects, turmeric and ginger have been used safely for centuries. For seniors, the gentle nature of this drink makes it easy to add without fear of complications. Over time, it not only lowers inflammation, but also reduces oxidative stress, the chemical damage that accelerates aging in blood vessels. This means arteries stay more flexible, circulation stays smoother, and the risk of sudden blockages falls. And if turmeric ginger tea can calm inflammation so effectively, the next drink in our list works in a completely different way, by directly protecting the heart muscle and boosting oxygen flow with every single beat. Number 5. Hibiscus and cinnamon brew. Hibiscus tea on its own has been called nature's blood pressure medicine, but when paired with cinnamon, it becomes a powerhouse drink for seniors fighting blocked arteries. Hibiscus is rich in anthocyanins, natural pigments that act as antioxidants, reducing oxidative stress that stiffens artery walls. Cinnamon, on the other hand, works like a blood sugar stabilizer. High blood sugar damages blood vessels by making them sticky and prone to plaque buildup, and cinnamon helps prevent that. Together, this brew relaxes the arteries, lowers pressure, and protects the inner lining of blood vessels from long-term damage. The results are backed by hard numbers. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Hypertension found that daily hibiscus tea lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 7 millimeters of mercury in just 6 weeks. Another study in diabetes care reported that cinnamon improved insulin sensitivity and lowered fasting blood sugar by 10 to 29%, depending on dosage. For seniors, this matters because high blood pressure and unstable blood sugar are two of the biggest drivers of arterial blockage. By combining hibiscus and cinnamon, you're attacking both problems in one simple cup. On a warm afternoon in Texas, Gloria, 69, sat on her porch watching her neighbors walk by. She clutched her glass of deep red hibiscus cinnamon tea, a habit she had started after her daughter insisted she try it. Months earlier, her doctor warned her about rising blood pressure and pre-diabetes creeping in. Now she laughed with relief as she told a friend that her numbers were finally coming down, and she hadn't felt this light on her feet in years. For those over 60, where every heartbeat counts, hibiscus and cinnamon provide a simple daily defense, a drink that cools the system, lowers the pressure, and restores balance. And if this ruby red tea can bring relief so quickly, the next drink on our list offers something even more extraordinary. It doesn't just reduce stress on the arteries, it directly repairs the lining where plaque begins. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button. And make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 4. Celery seed water. Celery seeds might look small, but when steeped into water, they become a quiet powerhouse for artery health. Unlike the crunchy stalks, the seeds are concentrated with compounds called phthalides, which relax the tissues of artery walls. Relaxed arteries expand more easily, lowering blood pressure and reducing the strain that slowly scars and clogs blood vessels. For seniors whose arteries stiffen naturally with age, this simple drink can feel like relief in a glass. The science is convincing. A clinical trial in Natural Medicine Journal found that participants who consumed celery seed extract experienced an average drop of 12 millimeters of mercury in systolic blood pressure and 8 millimeters of mercury in diastolic pressure within just 6 weeks. Another study in phytotherapy research highlighted its cholesterol-lowering effect, reducing LDL cholesterol by nearly 10%. These changes may sound small, but even a 5 millimeters of mercury reduction in blood pressure lowers stroke risk by about 14%, a massive benefit for anyone over 60. Late one evening in her kitchen, Ellen, 73, poured a cup of pale celery seed water and sipped slowly before bed. She used to wake up with pounding headaches from nighttime blood pressure spikes, but after making this drink part of her routine, the mornings grew calmer. She told her grandson with a smile, "It's not fancy, but it works better than I ever imagined." What makes celery seed water so valuable is how it tackles multiple issues at once. It reduces tension in artery walls, helps flush out excess sodium through its natural diuretic effect, and eases inflammation that makes vessels rigid. All of these factors create an environment where blood can flow freely, rather than struggling through narrowed high-pressure channels. For seniors, that means fewer dizzy spells, lower stroke risk, and less strain on the heart with every beat. It's a gentle, natural option that can be made at home without expensive supplements or complicated recipes, just seeds and water. And while celery seed water brings calm and balance to tired arteries, the next drink on our list takes a different approach. By directly targeting cholesterol deposits, breaking down the very substance that clogs the bloodstream. Number 3. Green tea with lemon. Green tea is often praised for its antioxidants, but when you add a squeeze of lemon, its artery-clearing power doubles. The key compound in green tea is catechins, plant chemicals that reduce cholesterol absorption in the gut and prevent LDL particles from oxidizing, which is the first step in plaque formation. The problem is, catechins can break down quickly in the stomach. Lemon juice, rich in vitamin C, stabilizes them, allowing more to be absorbed into the bloodstream where they can actually do their job. For seniors, this simple addition can turn an everyday cup into a natural defense against blocked arteries. The numbers are hard to ignore. A large study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked over 40,000 adults and found that those who drank green tea regularly had a 26% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease. Another lab-based study revealed that adding lemon increased catechin absorption by up to 80%. That means the lemon doesn't just add flavor. It unlocks the full healing potential of green tea. On a rainy afternoon, Robert, 66, sat by the window reading the newspaper with his steaming mug of green tea and lemon. His daughter had teased him for giving up soda and switching to tea, but weeks later, he noticed something she couldn't deny. He was no longer winded after carrying groceries inside. It was a small but powerful reminder that the choices we make every day change how freely blood flows through our bodies. The beauty is that it doesn't require anything exotic or expensive. A handful of tea leaves, hot water, and a slice of lemon are enough to deliver compounds that protect arteries on a cellular level. Over time, this small habit builds a shield against the silent creep of plaque. And if green tea with lemon can shield the body from oxidative damage, the next drink climbs even higher on the list, because it's been proven to directly melt away arterial plaque in clinical studies. Number 2. Pomegranate juice. If there is one drink that has earned its reputation as artery cleaning medicine, it's pomegranate juice. Behind its deep ruby color lies one of the most concentrated sources of antioxidants known to science, polyphenols. These compounds fight oxidative stress, the process that makes LDL cholesterol particles stick like glue to artery walls. By reducing oxidation and calming inflammation, pomegranate juice doesn't just slow plaque buildup, it actually helps reverse it. For seniors over 60, where years of damage have already accumulated, this reversal is nothing short of life-saving. Picture this moment. Maria, 71, lifted her glass of pomegranate juice as her grandchildren clinked soda cans beside her. Months earlier, she could barely keep up on family walks, her chest tightening before she'd even reached the corner. But now, walking felt easier. Her doctor even said her test results looked 10 years younger. She smiled, sipping slowly, grateful that something so simple was restoring her strength. What makes pomegranate juice unique is its multitasking effect. It reduces cholesterol oxidation, lowers blood pressure, and improves blood flow through the release of nitric oxide, all at the same time. For seniors, this means less fatigue, fewer dizzy spells, and a much lower chance of a sudden heart attack or stroke. And unlike medications, which often target only one pathway, pomegranate juice tackles multiple causes of artery disease in a single sip. That's why cardiologists in many countries now recommend it as part of a heart-healthy diet. If this crimson juice can shrink plaque by nearly a third, imagine what the number 1 drink on our list can do. Because studies show it doesn't just fight plaque, it rebuilds arteries in a way that stunned researchers worldwide. Number 1. Olive oil-infused warm water. It sounds almost too simple. A spoon of olive oil stirred into warm water. Yet this humble drink has stunned researchers with its power to heal arteries. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenols, compounds that don't just lower bad cholesterol, but also protect artery walls from oxidative stress. When consumed in warm water, the oil emulsifies, breaking into tiny droplets that the body absorbs more efficiently, delivering antioxidants directly into the bloodstream. For seniors over 60, this can mean arteries that not only stop clogging but actually start repairing. The science is jaw-dropping. In the landmark PREDIME trial, one of the largest nutritional studies ever conducted, seniors who consumed olive oil daily saw a 30% reduction in major cardiovascular events like heart attack and stroke. Another study in atherosclerosis revealed that olive oil polyphenols reduced LDL oxidation by up to 48%, cutting off plaque formation at its root. When taken with warm water, digestion is easier, and absorption happens faster, making this ritual a simple yet profound daily defense against blocked arteries. In a quiet village in Greece, Dimitra, 76, begins every morning the same way. She warms a small cup of water, adds a drizzle of golden olive oil, and drinks it slowly before breakfast. Decades later, she still walks the steep hills of her town without gasping for breath, her arteries protected by a tradition passed down through generations. Her doctor calls her cholesterol levels remarkable for her age. But Dimitra simply shrugs, saying, "It's just what my mother taught me." What makes olive oil in warm water extraordinary is its multi-layered action. It reduces inflammation in artery walls, improves blood flow by boosting nitric oxide, and lowers blood pressure naturally. It even helps the liver clear out excess fats more efficiently, preventing new plaque from forming. For seniors already carrying decades of damage, this is one of the few natural remedies that doesn't just maintain health, it actively restores it. This is why it claims the top spot on the list. Olive oil-infused warm water is more than a drink. It's a daily ritual that can rewrite the future of your arteries. So now you know the truth. After 60, clogged arteries don't have to be a slow death sentence. From aloe vera juice to olive oil and warm water, these 8 powerful drinks can open up blood flow, calm inflammation, and give your heart the second chance it deserves. Science proves it. Seniors living it every day prove it. And now you can too. But here's the part most people miss. Blocked arteries don't announce themselves until it's almost too late. No flashing warning light. No early alarm. Just silence. That's why what you put into your body daily matters more than any pill you'll ever take. Each sip of the right drink is like cleaning a clogged pipe, keeping your lifeline open, beat after beat. Start today. Add these drinks into your life, rotate them through your week, and give your arteries the relief they've been begging for. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 8 drinks are you most excited to try first? Your story could inspire someone else watching right now. We're reading and replying to as many comments as possible because every voice matters in this fight for senior health. If you found value here, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. Because knowledge isn't just power, it's survival. And together, we can turn the tide against the silent disease hiding in our arteries. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting, if you keep those arteries open. If you've got any questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching.